down by your sides and just take a few moments just to gather your breath. So breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Soften the collarbone. So allow the collarbone to almost sort of drop towards the neck. Soften the breastbone. So allow everything just to settle into this position. Hands down by your sides. Good. Just relax the shoulders and just lengthen the neck. So try and lift the crown of the head up in the opposite direction to the toes. So you're lengthening through the back of the neck. Okay, again, use the head block if you need to, just in order for you to be able to drop the chin towards the chest ever so slightly. Now we're not dropping it right down here. It's just a case of being able to, perhaps between the neck and the chest, you can hold something the size of a satsuma. Okay, all right. So again, lengthening through that spine. Take a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And again. Now as you breathe in, just allow everything just to lift up. So the whole body's just going to lift. As you breathe in, try and float off the floor. As you breathe out, try and allow everything to feel really heavy. So you're almost melting into the mat. Okay, so heavy, heavy feeling as we breathe out. So emptying those lungs. Good. So again, breathing in and out. And again, breathing in and out. Okay, just placing the hands just slightly in towards the hips. Just sway the knees from side to side. So the hands are actually going to stop the legs from going any further down towards the floor. So it's just a gentle sway. The legs are slightly apart, or they can be together. Again, find a position that's comfortable for you. So swaying from side to side. Good. Relaxing the shoulders as you do so. Good. Bring them back up to centre. Let's take the arms up towards the ceiling. So let's focus on our arms for the moment. So fingertips facing fingertips facing up towards the ceiling, palms of the hands facing inwards. We're going to just take the arms out to the side. Now as we take the arms out to the side, try not to press the chest up. As we take them out to the side, don't let them drop down towards the floor. What I'd like you to do is pull the shoulder blades in together. So now we're creating that sort of arch through the front of the chest. Then extend the arms to the side. And again, pull the elbows, you're pulling the elbows in, but you're pulling the shoulder blades together. Good. Keeping the belly button pulled down, trying to keep the back nice and still. And again, extend the arms out to the side. And again, pull the shoulder blades in and extend. One more time, pull the shoulder blades in. Good. And extend the arms. Now take the arms up towards the ceiling again. Now we're going to reach one arm up. So we're actually lifting the shoulder off the floor and allow it to drop down. And again, lift up and drop down. And again, lifting up and drop down. And the other side, lift up and drop down. So we're retracting the shoulders. Good. Lift both arms up. Good. And drop both down. And again, lift both arms and drop. And again, lift both arms and drop it down. Good. Now take the arms over the top of the head. Now as you take the arms over the top of the head, I want you to focus on the rib cage. Try not to let the rib cage pop up off the floor. Okay, so the back stays nice and still. We're trying to pull the tummy in towards the spine. So everything is sort of pulling inwards as the arms are going over. So hold this position, keep the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to scissor the hands. So one arm is going to come over the top as the other goes down towards the hips. Just a nice gentle move through the shoulders. Good. They might pop, they might just crack a little bit. They're just allowing that joint just to ease up. Good. Holding this position. Forwards and back through the arms. Again, keeping that belly button pulled in towards the spine. Good. Taking those arms over. Okay, now keep one arm above the head and one arm down by your hips. Now we're going to windmill. So keeping the hands parallel, or the arms parallel to the floor, we're going to sweep the arms around the side and bring the hands in the opposite direction. Good. Now we're going to scissor. So the arms are going to be working. So it's a semicircle. So we are going to change directions with the arms in a minute. So the arms are going to be doing the same thing for another 3 more rotations. So rotate round and then scissor. Rotate round and scissor. Good. And again, rotate round and scissor. Good. Let's change directions. So we're going to scissor back the other way, okay, and then rotate the arms around the other way. Scissor and rotate. Good. Scissor and rotate. Good. And again, scissor and rotate round. Good. Bring the hands back to centre. Take the hands down towards the hips and then back over the top of the body. Now as you take them over, again, keep the rib cage pulled down, trying to let the chest pop up. And again, take the hands down towards the hips and back over. Good. And again, down towards the hips and back over. Down towards the hips and back over. Good. Hold this position here. Now try and reach one arm slightly higher, or not higher, sorry, further away from the buttocks or the feet. Good. And bring it back into centre. So we're trying to wrap the shoulder up around the ear. Good. Reaching and bring it back to centre. And again, other side, so reaching and back to centre. And again, reach and back to centre. Bring the hands back, fingertips facing up. Good. Hands down towards the hips, place them back down on the floor. So hopefully shoulders a little bit more mobile. We're going to drop the knees from side to side again, just swaying through the lower back. Good. Okay. We're going to now just remove the arms and take the arms out into a T position. So take the arms out into T, palms facing down. Okay. So they're in line with your shoulders. You're going to drop the knees down to one side. So just allow the knees just to relax into this position. Now you're going to feel a stretch down through the hips and in through the lower back. Hold this position here. Just feel the stretch down through the areas I've just explained. I don't know why I'm repeating myself. You should know me by now. Let's turn the head in the opposite direction. Looking towards the fingertips. Good. That just increases that stretch. Now if that's too much for you, then bring the head back to centre. Now every time you breathe out, so take a breath in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. And every time you breathe out, just allow the knees to soften just a little bit more. And as they soften, they'll just drop towards the floor just a little bit more. Now you can either have the legs stacked one on top of the other, or the feet can be just splayed slightly apart. It's entirely up to you. It depends on how comfortable you feel. Now the arm that you're looking at, so if your knees are over to your right, you're going to bring your left arm over the top of the body. Now keep looking at that arm with your eyes, and you're going to bring the arm all the way over the top of the body and sit it on top of the other hand. Now obviously your head's going to be slightly lower than the rest of you. We're not going to stay in this position long, so you're not going to put any pressure through the neck. So the hips now should be stacked one on top of the other. Now we're going to draw with that hand. I don't think you can see my finger, can you? I think I'm a bit out of screen. So you're going to draw the hand around the top of the body. So trace the fingers along the floor as you bring the arm around in a windmill or around in a clock face, and bring it back to where you've just moved it from. So we're taking it back into that T. Now that just increases that stretch through the lower back, because your shoulders now fix to the floor, so are your knees. Okay. If this is too much, then just lift the knees up or lift the shoulder up slightly. But I want you to focus more on keeping the shoulders on the floor rather than the knees. Okay. Again, you're looking at that arm. We're going to do that one more time. So you're going to bring that arm over the top of the head. Good. Place the hands back on top of each other. And then we're going to trace along the floor, around the top of the head, windmill, or windmill, rainbow sort of shape, and bring it all the way round and try and connect the shoulders to the floor. Still looking at that hand. Good. And again, just feeling that stretch through the hip, through the lower back, and down the side of the leg as well. Again, if it's too much, then just lift the knees up. Okay? Good. Hold it there. Keep breathing into that stretch. So every time you breathe out, just allow the knees just to soften slightly. Good. Bring the knees back up to centre. Good. Okay. And the arms are still out in T. Just sway the knees from side to side. Good. And we're going to take the legs down to the other side. So my legs are now on my left side. I'm going to now look towards my right hand. So just increasing that stretch. Soften the body. So every time you take that breath, just allow the body just to soften. Melt into the floor. Allow the floor to almost swallow you up. Good. Now with my right hand, I'm now going to take my right hand and bring it over to my left side. So I'm now going to have my back to the camera. So I'm going to take it over. Now stack the shoulders and stack the hips. Good. We're going to trace the hand around the head, over the top, and bring it back round in line with my shoulder. Good. Still looking at that hand, so keep looking at the hand if you can. Good. And lift the arm back up and over again, restucking the shoulders, restucking the hips. Trace the hand all the way round and hold it here. Good. Just hold that position. Good. Bring those knees back up to centre. Excellent. And we're going to pull the knees in towards the chest. So pull both knees in, one at a time or both at the same time. It's entirely up to you. Feel that stretch through the lower back. Now lift the head up if you can. If you can't lift the head, then please keep the head down. It's not a problem, but it just increases that stretch slightly, but relax the shoulders. So pull the nose in towards the knees. Hold that position. Good. Take the head and shoulders down, but keep the knees pulled in if you can. Try and keep those knees pulled in. Now as you hold the knees, just make sure you're not holding right on the top. It's actually just at the front of the knees here, okay, or onto the shins. It's entirely up to you. Good. Take the head down. Now pull those knees in. Really feel that stretch through the lower back. Now holding onto those knees, keeping the toes together or the feet together, we're going to pull the knees out to the side. Hold it there and then bring them back into centre. So we're not going to circle just yet. Normally we do this and we circle, but we're just going to bring the knees out to the side. Now keep the toes together and bring them back in. So you're almost bringing them out to the side and you're almost dropping them down towards the hips if you can. Again, any pressure through the knees, then just take the weight through the shins rather than through the knee joints themselves. Good. And again, take them out to the side and pull the knees down towards the hips, down towards the waist. Good, keeping those toes together. Good. And bring it back into centre. Now we're going to push the knees away slightly, open the knees round and circle, okay? So as we do this, try and keep those feet together the whole time, okay? So we're controlling the move. Circle those knees round, keep the tummy pulled in, relax the shoulders, good. And bring it back into centre. Let's reverse it, so we're taking the knees out first, then pressing away, good. Knees in, then out to the side and circle. Two more. Good. Last one. And hold it here. Pull those knees in. Again, lift the head and shoulders if you can. If not, keep the head and shoulders on the floor. Good. Just increases that stretch through the shoulders. Take the head and shoulders back down. Now extend one leg along the floor. Now you can collapse that leg to the floor, but don't collapse it down completely. Just hold it slightly hover, but control the move. Pull that knee in towards the chest. Good. Now flex the foot of the leg that's straight. Pull that toe in towards the knee. Good. Now press the heel away. Now try and push the heel. So you're pulling the knee in towards the chest, but you're pushing the opposite heel away. Good. Really stretching through the groin, through the front of the leg. Good. Relax the shoulders. Try and slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Good. Relax that foot and bring that knee back into centre. Good. Let's extend the other leg. So grab hold of the bent knee with both legs. Extend that leg away. Good. Let it collapse to the floor, but again, control it. Make sure that its knees and the toes are pointing to the ceiling. Now flex that foot. Now as you flex the foot, pull the knee in towards the chest as you send that heel away. So you're stretching away with the heel and you're pulling in with that knee. So really stretching through the spine. Good. As well as through the groin and through the pelvis area. Good. Hold it there. Release the foot, bring the knee back into centre, good, and hold it there. Now just sway the knees from side to side, gentle sway, left to right, just massaging that lower back, good, well done, okay. Now place one foot down on the floor and cross the ankle onto that knee, and just hold that position here for a moment. We're going to grab hold of the supporting leg, so that whichever leg's still connected to the floor, whichever foot's still connected to the floor, we're going to grab hold of the hamstring. Now if you can't grab the hamstring, you may need a towel or a band or a yoga strap or something similar to grab that leg and pull it in towards the chest. If you don't like this, then just stay in this position here. If you can cross the legs, stay in that position and just press that knee slightly further away from the body. So if you don't like to bring the legs in, if it's too much for the hips or the knees, then just hold it in that position, just press the hand. Good, so holding that position here. Now, what I'd like you to do, I want you to lift the head and shoulders up and pull that ankle in towards the nose as much as you can. Then, holding the legs in position, lower the head and shoulders down. So we're increasing that stretch. Now only go as far as you can and work to your own ability today and work to your body's own ability. Each day is different. Relax the shoulders. Good. Take that foot down towards the floor. Keep it crossed and then drop the foot down towards the floor. So we're taking over. So if you've got your left foot crossed across your right knee, we're now taking that left foot down to your right side. Okay. Now pull that knee in towards the chest slightly and then press that knee away. So you're opening up through the hips and hold that position. If you want to take the arms into T position or take the arms down by your sides or place them wherever you feel is comfortable. To be honest, the best place really is to try and keep the shoulders connected to the floor. So try and, if you can, take the arms out into that T position. Then bring that knee back into centre and then press that knee away again. So holding that there, so you're opening up through those hips. Good. And then bring the legs back to centre. Now holding the leg crossed again. Now we're going to drop the, if it's your left leg that's crossed across your right, you're dropping your left knee down towards the floor. So left knee down. So your left knee, your left foot is actually hooked around your right knee. Now as you take it down, try and pull that knee down into the floor. So you're really increasing the stretch down through the waist and down into the lower back and the hips and the side of the leg as well. Good. And bring those knees back up to centre. Let's change sides. So crossing the other leg over onto the knee. Good. Pull that leg in towards the chest. Good. Again, if you need a yoga strap or a towel or a band or something like that to hold on to, then again, use something that's going to help. But the key here, until I ask you to lift your head and shoulders, is the key here is to keep the shoulders and the head nice and relaxed as we hold this stretch. The more you tense up through the body, the less you're going to feel the benefit. Now lift the head and shoulders up towards the knees or the ankle. Hold that position here. Then lower yourself down towards the floor, keeping those legs in position if you can. Good. Relax those shoulders. Well done. Again, if you're not happy about bringing that leg in towards the chest, then you can keep that foot on the floor and just press the knee away slightly. Again, just watching out for those hips, watching out for those knees. Only take it to a position where there is no pain or major discomfort. Okay, place the foot back down on the floor, and then we're going to take that foot down. So if you've got your right foot crossed over onto your left, we're going to take that right foot down towards your left side. So again, if you want to take the arms out into T, try to make sure those shoulders stay connected to the floor. Relax it down. Allow the body just to soften into the floor. Try not to force it. Each stretch should be nice and relaxed, and you should be breathing into each move. Good. Now press that knee away. So press the knee, so open up the hips. Press it away and then bring it back into centre. And again, press the knee away and back into centre. And again, press that knee, open it and hold it there just for a few moments. Good. And release it. Bring those legs back up to centre. Let's take that knee down to the other side. So right knee down to right side. Now that right foot, if you're on the same side as me, is hooked over that left knee, and you're pulling that left knee into the floor. So increasing that stretch down through the waist into the centre part of the middle part, the sort of centre of the lower section of the spine. Good, and through the hip. Again, just allow the body just to soften. So breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Melt into the floor. Good. And then bring the knees back up to centre. Good. Just uncross that leg. Good. Take the arms over the top of the head, lengthen the legs. Good. But just allow the body just to relax down here. So just allow the arms just to soften. If it means just opening the arms out and bending the elbows slightly, rather than taking them directly above the head, then find a position that's more comfortable for you. So you're holding those legs, those arms and legs there. Now I want you to extend the arms and press the heels away. Breathing in and out as you relax. So allow everything just to soften again. So bending the elbows if you need to. And again, breathing in, push the heels away and out. And again, breathing in and out. Good. Just bring the hands around the side of the body. Just allow the feet just to come back in towards the buttocks. Good. Just sway the knees from side to side. Gentle mobilisation. Good. 4 more. 3. Good. Last one. Bring the knees back up to centre. Take the arms over the top of the head and just sweep them around the body. So breathing in and out. And in and out. One more. Breathing in and out. And just allow the body just to soften. Soften the breastbone. Soften the collarbone. Lift the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Good. And relax it there. Good. And I'll leave you to it. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness, why am I saying gentlemen? Although saying this will be going on YouTube, so there might be some gentlemen watching at a later date. But yes, thank you very much, ladies.